Right, let me give you some more details of the main moves in that reshuffle by Rishi Sunak. Now, Jeremy Hunt will remain in post as Chancellor of the Exchequer. Dominic Raab returns to his role as Deputy Prime Minister. He's also been appointed to Lord Chancellor and Justice Secretary, a role that he held before as well. That means that Brandon Lewis is now gone as Justice Secretary. And James Cleverly has retained his role as the Foreign Secretary. Suella Braverman, who resigned 6 days ago for breaking the ministerial code, has been reappointed as Home Secretary. Ben Wallace remains in post as the Defence Secretary. Steve Barclay returns to being Home Secretary, Health Secretary, a role that he left in September. He replaces Therese Coffey, who will be moving to DEFRA, where she becomes the Environment Secretary. Grant Shapps has been appointed Business Secretary, replacing Jacob Rees-Mogg, who conceded he would not get a job in Rishi Sunak's cabinet despite recanting his claim from the summer that the new Prime Minister was a socialist. GILLIAN, the MP for Chichester, has been appointed Secretary of State for Education, replacing Kit Malthouse, who moves on and back to the backbenches. Michelle Donnellan has been reappointed as Secretary of State for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport. Michael Gove is back in government, reappointed as Secretary of State for Levelling Up after being sacked by Boris Johnson back in July. Mel Stride, Rishi Sunak's leadership campaign manager, has been appointed the Work and Pensions Secretary, replacing Chloe Smith. Kemi Badenoch has retained her position within Cabinet as International Trade Secretary. Simon Hart is the new Chief Whip, replacing Wendy Morton, who's gone. She presided over the chaotic vote last week on fracking. Nadhim Zahawi has been appointed as party chairman and minister without portfolio, meaning that Jake Berry has moved on from that role. And it's Oliver Dowden who'll take over Nadhim Zahawi's former role as Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster. He's also been appointed as Cabinet Office Minister. Now, Penny Mordaunt, who challenged Rishi Sunak for the leadership, has been reappointed as Lord President of the Council and Leader of the House of Commons. Chris Heaton-Harris has been reappointed as Secretary of State for Northern Ireland. Alistair Jack is back as Secretary of State for Scotland, and David T.C. Davies has been appointed as the new Secretary of State for Wales. He replaces Robert Buckland.